Peace, wholeness, love, and light. I hope everyone out there is doing well. And I have a few messages for the collective. First off, shout out to the Soul Tribe. Sending everyone out there good vibes, lots of good vibes. This week has been very energetic, very enticing, very enlightening. There's been a lot of things that have been getting exposed, and that exposure has been for the good and exposing the bad. Okay. We have been in some type of ascension portal, some type of enlightening portal that has been protecting us and guiding us as we have been maneuvering through these frequencies and energies these past couple of days and weeks. Okay. Now, the reason while I'm even doing this the reason why I'm even doing this video is because I had another dream, you guys. This week I've been having the most vividest dreams, the most lucid dreaming I've ever had. Okay, we are in that Scorpio energy. But this dream was very different. Okay, so and it leads up to a whole bunch of events. So I hope you're ready to deep dive. I hope you got, some snacks. But it's just follow me. Okay, so I'm gonna be jumping over a few things too. So just bear with me. But the main message, the main thing of this dream that I can remember is me in the kitchen, and I could see my mom sitting down at the table, and she has this worried look in her eyes. Okay. So I approach her and I'm like, Mom, what's going on? When I approach her, everything is like very dim, very dim. And she has a red candle on the table. And she's looking at me. She's like, Diamond, I see this black shadow figure around you. I've been seeing this black shadow figure around you. That's why I've been scared to tell you or scared for you. I just been in fear about what it is that you're doing because I could see this black shadow. And it's actually here, it's over there in the corner. And when I look in the corner, I can see the black figure. I'm like, oh, Mom, like, that's just a spirit. Like, that's just a spirit. Like, don't worry about it. Like, we got nothing to fear. Her eyes kind of light up. And then I'm telling her, I'm like, yeah, it's nothing to worry about. Like, this is what I do. Like, I'm tapped in. I've been trying to explain to you for a while now that I'm tapped in, and it's really, nothing to fear. And then I went on a few prophecies, some things that have happened, and it kind of gentled her spirit. I could tell her spirit was bothered, right? So her spirit was bothered. And it really made me think of when I first started getting into spirituality. My family didn't really understand what I was doing. And a few of them demonized me and what I was doing until me and my mother had a few talks, and she came to me crying. I'll never forget. She came to me crying and she was like, you're a prophet. Like, you're a prophet. Like, you be prophesizing. And I'm like, exactly. Like, she gets it now. And it was such a weight that was lifted up off my shoulders. And I started breaking down the lineage and how this runs in our family. Like, we all are prophetic. Like, didn't our grandma always say she had dreams about fish and somebody in the family was pregnant, and her eyes lit up? And I'm like, and don't you have gifts too, Mom? Like, you see things, you feel things. And she was like, yeah. So back to the dream. Okay, holla if you hear me, Soul Tribe. It's 11:44 on the clock. 1:44. I'm talking to you, chosen ones. Okay, so back to the dream. So I'm sitting there. That's what made it feel real. This dream did not feel like a dream. I was very conscious. I was very aware of what was going on and what I was saying to her to calm her spirit. So I could see her face starting to light up. I could feel her spirit start to light up. That worry energy went away, but I did still see the dark spirit, the dark entity that she was talking about. But I ain't got no fear, right? So I remember sitting down at the table and she was like, yeah, and this candle. So I look at the candle. The candle's is red. It's a red candle and it's burning. And for some reason I get like, I don't know, maybe nine different wicks. And I put all of the wicks around the center of the candle. And when I do that, one part catches fire and it starts to spark all of the other wicks. Toothpicks is what they look like, but like wicks of a candle. It started to light all of them, except for like the bottom half of the wicks. And then I started to look. I'm like, that's interesting. Why the bottom half of these wicks aren't lighting? Then the wicks started to move by themselves and they started to get into alignment. And then one lit, boom, took its time. Then the other one lit, boom, took its time. Then the other one lit, boom. So it was kind of like a slow domino effect. And then they all lit up. And when they all lit up, I was transferred into a different part of my dream, where I was cooking in somebody else's kitchen and I was letting the food cook in the oven and I left. When I came back, it was a room full of women. And I remember Tassili. Tassili was like, girl, that's you. That's you who's cooking in the kitchen. I'm like, yeah. She like, you know, you're not supposed to leave food unattended in the kitchen in a place you ain't never been before. And I'm like, huh? And she opened up the oven. She was like, yeah, girls, hella rats in here. And it was so many rats all over the food. They jumping all on her. They jumping everywhere. And she laughing. The other women are laughing. I'm like, okay, I ain't never cooking in here again. I'm like, I ain't never cooking in here again. But that was, for me, I picked up on like, that was a heavy message. It felt like my higher self was trying to like give me a message like, don't cook somewhere. Don't bring your energy somewhere. Don't like, just watch your stuff. Watch how you cooking. Watch your environment. Watch what you're doing. Like, really don't trust strangers. You know what I mean? Like, protect your energy in a sense, right? And watch what you're consuming. Because some people will try to eat your harvest. Okay. So I'm like, okay, thank you so much, Tassili. And then all of the women, they were laughing, kikiing, playing. Then I walk around to the other side of the room, which felt like the dining room. And then I just started talking and like, you know, preaching. Right. And a few of the women heard me. They turned their head and it was like, yeah, girl. Like, and then all of the women that started walking over, they were all wearing white. And then it started to be like a crowd of women around me while I just started prophesizing. And then I woke up. Now, when I woke up, it was 2:00 on the dot. Then I could see this shadow figure with a brim hat, a top hat, in a far distance in my mind's eye, and it got closer to me. It got very close to me. I wasn't in fear, but I could feel its energy. I could feel its presence. Then I opened up my eyes and I'm like, okay, I know what spirit that is. As soon as I started to hone in on what spirit it was, I could hear, hoo, 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 hoo. It was an owl outside. So I could hear an owl. And I'm like, okay, spirit woke me up. Spirit woke me up to talk to me. So immediately, let me get my notes because I had to write some things down. Mind you, I'm not dreaming no more, y'all. I'm awake, right? So, what is his name? Baron Samedi. Um, that's who approached me, and it gave me like Papa Legba energy. Which is like the spirit of death, the underworld, magic, occult, rejuvenation, the guardian of the crossroads energy, to, connected to the ancestors, right? So immediately, soon as I started to process, okay, who approached me, what approached me, the meanings behind it, I don't want to get emotional. I could feel the presence of my ancestors. I was like, okay, this is from a Haitian, energy. This is part of Louisiana. I have culture. I have relatives. My bloodline, my DNA goes back to Louisiana, Creole, specifically, which is connected to those Haitian roots. Okay. So I'm like, okay, like this my ancestor. Like, this is my ancestor. Like, and as soon as I clicked, I felt that Baron Sam Edi energy approached me and it said, yes, exactly. We are so proud of you that you didn't have any fear. You didn't have any fear when we approached you. And you are the one who we've been waiting for. Okay. And this is a collective message, you guys. Now I'm about to get into like a collective message. You are who we've been waiting for. This is the ancestors speaking, right? Because a lot of our family members have been programmed, brainwashed to think that our ancestors are demonic or say satanic, or they've been programmed to forget, brainwashed to forget our ancestors and our ancestors' way. Okay. But we are remembering who we are, and we are not afraid to tap into our ancestors' way because our ancestors are us. We are ancestors. We have their blood flowing through our veins. Okay. Whew. So, and hold on, let me get my notes. So once I started to like really transpire what was going on, I could feel, not only did I feel that ancestor come in, I felt all of the ancestors come in. I'm getting chills. And I could hear them talking to me. I could hear them speaking. And they said it's nothing to worry about. We are divinely protected. We are divinely guided. We are surrounding you. And as soon as they said that, I seen them form a circle around me. And then I could see like all of our ancestors in the ancestor realm, like surrounding me on this plane. And they had their hands chained, like linked, like locked into one another. And then on this higher plane, it was even a bigger circle of galactic family, right? And they were like, yeah, and we have your back, and we are protecting you, and we are your ancient ancestors. We are your ancient galactic ancestors, and we are protecting you and watching over you. And it is done, and you are sealed, and we thank you so much for completing that. And then I felt like my great grandmother energy come in, and then I felt my grandfather's energy come in, and I just felt them kissing me. I felt them giving me a big hug. I heard them talking to me. They say, yeah, tell your family that you love them, give them hugs and kisses. And I'm at this point, I'm already crying. Okay. I'm just crying, bawling, tears of joy, so happy. And hold on, because it was so much going on. They were just saying how proud they were of me, of us, because like I said, there's an ancestral message for the collective. Everybody who are spiritual warriors, this message is for you. Okay. Also, that was one thing I forgot. Also, with that, Baron Sam Samedi energy. He said that there was going to be death coming upon the people as well. Okay. But there is no need to worry because we are divinely protected. We are divinely guided. Now, we already know that this is that purification period. This is just more confirmation. And when I think of barren, something is barren, barren lands. This is also a crossroad for a lot of us at this time as we are pushing through this portal to a higher sense of self, and also our gifts, whatever gifts you have, they will be enhanced at this time because he does represent that magic energy as well. So after I kind of calmed down and realized what was going on, it made me think of my last year's Halloween message that I got. And last year on Halloween, I seen the ancestors coming down in a line. I seen a whole bunch of blue spirits coming down in a line, and I kept hearing, "Oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in," right? And when they came in, they weren't it wasn't they were just coming in, right? And they were giving me hugs and kisses and cheering. I could hear them cheering so loud, right? But this time it's like they're already here. Like the ancestors are already here and they are protecting us. They are surrounding us. And not only our ancestors that are on this physical plane that has crossed over here, our galactic family is here and protecting us and watching over us. Okay. So it's really, like I said, it's nothing to have no fear. Our ancestors are here. Okay. And you are your ancestors too. Okay. So you embody all of these energies. You embody them. So we are synced. We are one and we have one. Okay. It was another message that I had. There we go. Okay. So after, y'all gotta excuse me. So after I calmed down, I was like, well, I want to spend time with my ancestors. So I called their energy back in, and I laid my head on one of the ancestors. I laid my head on a grandmother energy, on a great grandmother energy, and she was wearing all white. And she took me back to a past life, in a past time. It felt like I was in Louisiana, like in a bayou or in a swamp or in a forest. And I could see the family playing. I could see everybody playing. I'm just sitting there laying on her head, and she's playing in my hair. She was doing my hair. And I'm getting chills. And they started to tell me a story. They started to say, yeah, this is before the colonizers came. We were peaceful. We were happy. We were free. We played. We danced. We sung. We grew our own. We, we had our animals. I could see boars. I could see the men in the fields just playing, harvesting things. And then she showed me the colonizers coming in. They showed me the colonizers coming in, and they started to murder and pillage and abuse the women and the men, and wreak havoc on the tribe. And this is something that happened along all coastlines, right? This is something that happened within all tribes. And as they came in and murdered everyone, she showed me as our spirits rise. So they killed us in flesh, but they never killed our spirits. Our spirits rose, and we just sat there in the spirit realm until it was time to come back down. And she showed me that We came back down in a Haitian war, and those same spirits that they murdered were uplifting the Haitians, uplifting the melanated people in the war to help them spiritually and physically fight that war. Okay. And they were raising the dead. They were invincible. And then she told me they couldn't even kill us in death. Even in death, they could not stop us. Okay. And she kept saying that. She was like, even in death, they could not stop us. Even in death, they could not stop us. Right. We are such powerful spirits because we are immortal. We are immortal, and it's nothing that they can do to stop us, not even in death. Okay. And I was like, wow, that is so powerful. I'm just in there crying because I'm like, wow, this. She took me like on a past life regression. This isn't the first time I had this happen, especially with the ancestors. That's why I love story time with the ancestors, because they always show me something so beautiful, so beautiful. But yeah, and she also let me know that a lot of us who are here now, we are those warriors that passed away in that 1700s era that were fighting spiritual wars. That's why we so passionate about fighting this spiritual war. That's why we so passionate about what it is that we're doing now, because we are those spirits that came here and we waited to come here for this exact moment. Okay, so she gave me the 1770s, that Pluto and Aquarius energy. We waited for that time again. We waited for the right time for our souls to incarnate here so we could be in that moment, in these moments right now. She also gave me 1970. So a lot of us who were murdered during that time, a lot of our souls came back. She gave me like this 70 energy, this diamond jubilee energy. Yeah. Golden Jubilee and Diamond Jubilee in like 250-year period where we come back to fight a revolutionary war again, because they cannot kill our spirits. That's why we are so passionate about what we're doing and so passionate about enlightening the collective, because we are here to help others remember. We are here to shine our light and help others shine their light to remember who they are and remember why they're here and remember their soul mission, because the mission is much, much, much bigger. Okay. I'm also getting like veterans energy. We are those veterans. We are those victors. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ancestors, because I could feel them here with me now. Yeah, she said they couldn't stop us, not even in death. Okay. And yeah, so that was kind of like the message that I got for the collective, as far as there's going to be a lot of things transpiring. There's going to be a lot of purification. There's going to be a lot of death. There's going to be a lot of war, and it's going to be a lot of spiritual and physical things that are going on. But there is nothing to fear, because we are divinely guided. We are divinely protected. And we have multiple layers of armor, spiritual armor. And we have an army behind us. We have an army in us. We have an army above us. We have an army beneath us. Like, they can't F with us. I'm hearing the answers say they can't F with us. Like, oh my God, I could see them. And they ready for war. Your ancestors ready to fight for you. Your ancestors, I mean, and this is why, we have to be very mindful about our power, and be very careful with our emotions, because they also brought up a few things about us cultivating our power, because we are spiritually in tune and we have our own magic from us being alchemists. So we always want to make sure that we aren't abusing our power. We want to be mindful of our emotions, because we may send out certain frequencies unknowingly. Okay. Especially when we're angry and when we're upset. Some of us have a lot of chaos energy that we don't even know when we're upset or when we're sad. Things start to break, people start to fall, people get hurt. is due to us still cultivating that energy. So be mindful which y'all energy is given, carry. Okay, is given. That's what is given. Okay, you get angry and shit start getting crazy. Okay, so you gotta be mindful of your energy at this time. And it was one more thing. Oh, also, yeah, whoever messed with the chosen ones, they will get karma, very bad karma. Okay, so this is why, we are divinely protected, we are divinely guided, we are highly favored and divinely favored. If they messing with a chosen one, they don't know what they in for. Okay, so yeah, y'all already know, you don't mess with what they say, a child of God. You don't mess with the chosen ones. We have mercy on those, but also, you got to be responsible with your energy, and be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And yeah, we will continue to rise in our power. We will continue to grow. There's also going to be a lot of abundance that continues to build and transpire at this time as we are transmuting this energy. There's a lot of energy transfers that are going on at this time. So just be mindful and protect your energy, as there is a karmic, ancestral inheritance that is coming in, and it is nothing but good. I'm seeing an ancestor like scoop up gold and drop it on us. So we're getting ready to receive our inheritance. We're about to be inheriting a lot of different things, a lot of different gifts, unexpected money, unexpected opportunities due to our birthright, our bloodline, our lineage, the work that we have done. It is rightfully owed to us. And we are those brave ones who continue to push through, regardless of what other people thought of us. We remain strong, we remain confident, we remain solid in our mission. We remain like focused on our mission, and we never let anything waver our faith or move us out of our purpose. Okay, so just for that alone, we will be rewarded heavily. Okay, on top of the other things that are coming in for us. Okay. Okay, y'all. So yeah, this is a specific message from our ancestors to the chosen ones, to those who are putting in the work. Get ready to receive a lot of blessings at this time. And we get to sit back and watch as things fall, as we continue to rise in our power. Okay. So yeah, I love y'all so much. Let me know what y'all think of this. This is a huge completion of a ancestral cycle. We are the generational cure. Okay, this is for people who've been breaking past a lot of generational curses, doing the work, healing the trauma. And there's a lot of blessings that are in store for us, because we are the cure. Okay. We are those record keepers. We are highly ascended masters. Remember who we are, and remembering our mission and executing the mission without any fear. And we have such powerful spirits, benevolent entities, angels, ancestors, light and shadow workers that are working with us. Okay. So it's a time to be aligned with your highest mission and hold on to your highest vibration, and know that it's nothing to fear. Your ancestors are here. Okay. So I love you guys so much. Okay. Let me know what you guys think of this message, and drop down any information, drop some gems on me. Okay. Cause I had to do a lot of research when it comes to this energy, because it's a lot of things that I don't know. And like I said, we the new diamonds. Okay. And I say new diamonds because we are the new gems. Okay. We hold the new gems. We hold all the information. We are more high value than anything. Okay. Our essence, our spirit, our integrity, our hearts, our minds, we are high value. Okay. So yeah, if y'all got any information y'all want to drop on me, whether it's some type of dreams you've been having, some information on the spirits, Papa Legba, Baron, Samedi, some Louisiana stuff, drop whatever you feel called to, some ancestral things, please let me know. And like I said, we will be getting upgrade. They upgraded me in the midst of that thing. So I'm able to, because they already know I'll be tapped into my gifts, right? As far as communicating with the ancestors, but we done leveled up. Okay. Level up. Like Nipsey say, double up. Yeah, we leveled up, double time. Okay. So yeah, I love y'all so much. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.